Touch TV News Channel. The best.
Sincerely wish this is my personal ethics for non-custodial measures that have been taken. I will be making this presentation.
There is this compensation waiting, assuming it's option of fine and compensation. Now, before the officials of the correction of the custodial service of the custodial centers are expected, and of course they do, intimate the courts that have actually sentenced these individuals to talk to them on the issue of compensation, to report that issue of compensation, that look, this individual is ending his jail term on so day, tomorrow or next, and all of that, and then he has a compensation to pay. So what happens? Two options, two things usually happen. One, sometimes the warrant will come with compensation, and where the individual is unable to pay compensation before the end of the jail term, that compensation is converted into a jail term on the warrant. And then where that particular order is not given on the warrant, the officers report this matter before the court that has actually convicted this individual, and talk to them on the issue of the compensation. And then it's the judge or the magistrate that will either convert the compensation to a jail term, or order the release of this particular individual. But it will interest you again to say that the ACTA 2015 that we have today is actually undergoing some amendments. And part of this amendment is the issue that borders on this compensation. And what is it all about? The amendment, if actually adopted by the legislative arm of the government, will help in the sense that it talks about creating a victim compensation trust fund to be funded from the federal allocation. So what this means is that if an individual at the end of his jail term who has a compensation to pay is unable to pay, the individual may be asked to go on some service, that will yield proceeds, money or something. But then it does not really matter if the individual is asked to go to farm and then he'll be paid, and then the proceeds from that farming is paid into the government. What matters is that the compensation to the victim will be paid from this trust fund without having anything to do with the inmate now who is unable to pay. But the inmate also will not go scot-free. The inmate will perform some other duties that will probably generate some money, no matter how little. And then the money generated goes into the victim trust fund, something to keep revolving. But generally, the mainstay of the trust fund is money from the federal allocation to be used in that particular sense. So that's about the compensation.
Thank you. This is a very
in the FCT, I was the one that the minister gave almost 10 million naira to.
Yeah, but if we
so the total number.
Yeah, if we can know the total number, but that will tell you how much that is being spent. Yeah. Now, this is because it was paid. There are when the fines are given and they have not paid it, they stay on, and government will still be feeding them. Okay, I will now invite you to give us your presentation on the non-custodial measures. Money in taking care of them. Why don't you?
Sincerely wish this is my very personal. I wish that could be increased to be able to take care of the debt in the staff disposition in the Nigerian correctional, in the non-custodial service on Nigerian correctional service. And then he says the challenges have just said some of the future
reports to the investigative panel. You must make adequate provision for your staffing needs
you are aware that 2026 budget for both for personnel and capital, it's ongoing. So please make your submission to the CG, because that will guide in prioritizing your 5,000 vacancy that is to be occupied. Because if you populate the 5,000 with general duties, then it's not federal government problem, it's your problem. You haven't looked at your establishment needs based on your priorities. So please, your human resource department should do the needful so that we gradually begin to fill those vacancies based on needs assessments. Okay.
In the FCT, I was the one that the minister gave almost 10 million naira to.
Yeah, but if we
So the total number.
yeah, if we can know the
Have
total
it.
number, but that will tell you how much that is being spent.
Yeah.
Now, this is because it was paid. There are when the fines are given and they have not paid it, yeah, they stay on and government will still be feeding them. Okay, I will now invite you to give us your presentation on the non-custodial measures.